Hello and welcome to Gunners Daily YouTube channel, where I'm covering all the latest Arsenal news and everything that is happening around the club. So, with the Champions League round of 16 being secured, we are now moving back to the Premier League. And for those of you who have already seen the graphic that I posted this morning, we are having some cold games in December. The question is, how many wins/points can we realistically take? And what are my expectations for our upcoming games this month? So that's what we are going to discuss today. So buckle up and let's go. First things first, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. Okay, now for real, let's begin. December is looking packed for Arsenal. 8 games to play this month. 7 of them in the Premier League and 1 game in the Champions League, and that game being away to PSV Eindhoven. Meaning that we don't really care about that one, if we're being honest, because we already secured the knockout stages and we can't technically finish any lower than first, so that game would be a perfect opportunity for Mikel Arteta to completely rotate the squad and give some younger and bench players in general a chance to prove themselves, and possibly for some of them to make a debut in the Champions League. But okay, let's get back, let's not skip anything, let's go in order. First game that awaits us this weekend against Wolverhampton Wanderers at home. For me, this is a must win. I know that Wolves have gone up in form a bit and they recently beat Tottenham, blah blah blah. But look, if we can't beat Wolves at home, what are we even doing here? Must win game for Arsenal, and I expect us to build on our performance against Lens and put at least 2 or 3 goals in their net. So, so we can build on that positive energy and keep our confidence going forward. 3 points, moving on. Then next week, we have Luton Town away. And I've actually watched a fair amount of Luton games so far this season. And honestly, they are playing some solid football. And if some of the things have gone in their favor, and if they had a bit more luck, they could have actually been higher on the table right now. But okay, look, no disrespect to Luton, but 3 points, moving on. Fun fact, which Arsenal player is currently on loan at Luton Town? Don't Google it. Try and think, I almost forgot about him. Write down in the comments if you know the answer. Moving on. Aston Villa away. Now this one's going to be tough. A trip to Unai Emery's kingdom, which we already conquered last season with that wild ending, the last 10 minutes or so. Alright, look, Villa are flying at the moment. They are playing some good football, they are solid in defense, they are sharp in attack. I mean, we have to go there and take 3 points, make no mistake, but I don't think it's going to be easy. Unai Emery will probably pull out his Watford recipe to make them sit back and concede 600 shots and then hope the team will take something on the counter. But I don't know, let's see. It will be our first big proper test this month, and I expect us to take all 3 points, but let's see. Next, after Aston Villa, here comes our final group stage game of the Champions League, and that is PSV Eindhoven. Like I already said, I don't care about this game at all. We can't go lower than first. We are having a packed December, so... You know what? If this was FIFA, Electronic Arts Football Club, this is the type of game where I would completely rotate my whole squad in career mode. I would even pull some of those academy players who are having 60 overall to give them a chance in a game like this. My point is, I couldn't care less about this game. If we win, great. It's always great to win. If we draw, okay. If we lose, okay. What I care about is that I don't want to see Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, Declan Rice, Odegaard, and the rest of our starting 11 being dragged to Eindhoven for that game. Leave them all in London. Don't you dare, Arteta, to drag them on a plane with you to Netherlands. So, my verdict is, I couldn't care less. Next up we have Brighton and Hove Albion at home. Look, I know some of you might not agree with me, but I think it's easy 3 points for Arsenal. I watched Brighton a few times this season and they are going man-to-man and firing on all cylinders against every single team. What I mean by that? I mean that Roberto De Zerbi's team is always trying to score 1 goal more than his opponents. And if they decide to come to the Emirates and start playing some high press and start pushing us, I think it could get ugly for them. Nothing against Brighton. They are a great team. At times, they play some wonderful football. And I know they beat us last season, but this time, I think they are going to come here and hope they can outplay us, and it will backfire badly for them. So, my verdict is 3 points. Okay, next up, we have Liverpool away. Now, this is a big one. You know what I'm saying. I've just remembered our game against them at Anfield last season when we took the 2-0 lead and it finished 2-2 in the end. When we completely bottled it. You could honestly say that was the turning point of our title run last season, probably. Look, I've already talked about this. I think people are undeservedly leaving Liverpool out of their title predictions. I honestly think Liverpool are currently on the same level as Arsenal, and both we and them are one level below Manchester City. I've already said it. I think this is going to be a 3-horse title race. I already said it. I think this is going to be a 3-horse race for the title this season between Liverpool, Arsenal, and Man City. On their day, Liverpool still have the capacity to absolutely destroy any team in the world, especially when they are playing on an Anfield. And I'm going to be honest. Yes, obviously, I want us to take all 3 points, but I really, really wouldn't mind if we take a draw from this game. Just get a draw and move on. There aren't many places more difficult to take 3 points than against Liverpool at Anfield. I think this would be a fairly balanced game. It could go in any direction. But like I said, I would even take the point if that means we have won all of our previous games in December. But I just don't want to see us lose, because I believe we and Liverpool are going to be very close on the table throughout the season. And it could potentially give them that extra push psychologically if they take all 3 points against us. Sorry, I'm still thinking about how we bottled it last season at Anfield. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, moving on. West Ham at home. I'll keep this one short. Anything but 3 points for Arsenal and the win by at least 2 goals would be a very big surprise for me. No offense to West Ham, and I know, they already beat us in the Carabao Cup, but who cares about Carabao Cup in that game, if we're being honest. Just let them come to the Emirates and they will get blown out the park. Easy 3 points for Mikel Arteta's tricky Gunners. And finally, our last game in December is Fulham away. Fulham, who are so far having a really poor season, at least from what I've seen. But who knows what will happen in, almost a month time from today. But still, we should be winning games like this with ease. Yeah, Fulham is a solid team, but in reality, when you look at their squad, and then look at our squad, and then look at their squad, and then again at our squad, what are we even doing here? 3 points in the bag. So, yeah, December sorted. You know what? It's not like we are technically playing against all the big clubs this month and that we are having some monumental games every 2 or 3 days. But that's the exact reason why this is going to be a really tough period for us. Because everyone expects that we will realistically win most of these games because, well, we're Arsenal and we are flying at the moment. And these are the games that you should be winning. And that's when the pressure kicks in. And when you have those high expectations flying over your head and you have 8 games to play in December, it could easily get sticky and complicated. How can I put this? It's maybe going to sound weird, but it's easier when you have 4 big games against top clubs in a space of 1 month than when you have 8 games against some mid-table opponents, minus Liverpool obviously, because the pressure is even bigger and expectations are that you have to win all those games. You get my point? You see what I'm trying to say? Anyway, let's just also take a quick look at some of your comments from my post this morning. So let's see. Blink-T89 says, if we play each game like we did against Lens, especially against Liverpool, as that's the real test, this will set us up nicely. Samuel Alchin says, 8 points and 16 goals. Wow, you must be very optimistic. James Rutherford says, don't care about PSV, play whoever for that. In the league, I want at least 17 from 21 points. Paul says, if we want to take the next step, 8 wins is the goal. Supreme Football Hub says, I don't know, but let's start with woes and just move on. Well said. Lolmani says, only Anfield game scary, the rest is winnable. Paul Thompson says, test our away form out. What you wanted to say, probably what you were thinking is, yeah, that's true. Most of our games are away. Wolves home, Luton away, PSV away, Aston Villa away, Liverpool away, Fulham away. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 games are away from home. It will be a big test for us to see if we can handle the pressure away from home. Lindsay Malepa says, Anfield is a difficult place to play. We nearly beat them last season there. We are a strong team. We need something there. Yes, we can. And Jack Williams says, 4 games concern me. Anfield away, Brighton at home, Boogie team and always beat us at the Emirates, Villa away, PSV away. The others, I expect comfortable wins. Well said. Minus Anfield concerns me, yes. Brighton at home, okay, I get your point. I could agree. Villa away, of course, but PSV away, I honestly don't care. We played for nothing in that game, so I couldn't care less. But yeah, I agree. And that is basically it for today. So Gunners, thank you for coming, thank you for joining in. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more daily content because I'm making videos like this every single day. Thank you and see you on the next one. Peace.